I need to get ready to work on some stuff for content for the month, so I'm gonna take you guys through real quick a little behind the scenes of what it's like to set up for my streams and just about anything I do really. So here is day 10 of our content creator challenge for the March of June. The first thing I have to do is I'm normally set up in my bedroom with my laptop when I'm hanging out with my boyfriend. So I have to take my laptop and my laptop charger from my bedroom to my streaming room, which isn't that far. I literally just come around the corner and I get situated at my desk. I do already have my laptop here, and I'm gonna kind of show you guys how I get things set up. So hold on one second. So with the exception of having to grab those from my bedroom, everything else is always set up in here. I may occasionally have to pull out my keyboard and mouse from my work bag because I do take them back and forth to work, but everything is usually set up in here. So I've got a microphone on a boom arm that I do not use. I have my switch, which is plugged directly into the capture card. I have my TV, my secondary camera, which I've been using a bit the past 2 streams instead of my laptop one because it's been acting up. And then behind my laptop, I have my Ethernet cable, which I recently ran to get better internet connection. I have the plug for the capture card for when I want to play off of my Switch. I have the HDMI for the TV, that way I can treat it like a second monitor. And then there should also be, there's usually a charger here for my phone because I set my phone here. I'm apparently unplugged it for some reason, so I'll have to plug that back in. And then this is technically lights, but they came with the desk and they're not, oh, they're working now. They weren't working before. So I do technically have lights there as well. So give me a second to plug everything in and get it up, and I'll show you what the computer itself setup is like. Alright, so I now have everything plugged in. I did pull up a couple things already, but this is what my layout usually looks like when I'm sitting here just working on things. I usually have a couple of my friends pulled up on different tabs. If I'm doing something for my stream itself, I always have my creator dashboard pulled up, but then I also dual stream on Kick, so I usually have that one up as well. And then if I need to change any of my sound alerts, I pull that up. I don't use sound alerts for any of my notifications. I literally just use them for the sound alerts. And then I will usually have a second browser up which has all of my work things, and by work things I mean my stream specific things, because I have 2 separate accounts. I have my business email and then I have my personal email. So I have my YouTube pulled up as well so that I can check any videos that I need to post and make sure things are going on there, as well as the blog feed. And then if I want to pull up my stream specific stuff, at one point I was using Twitch Studio, so I do still have it installed on my PC, but I do not use it anymore. And then I found Streamlabs a lot easier to use when I was trying to switch off of Twitch Studio, but I quickly found out that Streamlabs was using up a lot of my GPU and CPU, so I switched over to OBS. So before I open OBS, I always have to open up my Streamlabs chatbot that I use, because I do in fact still use the chatbot even if I don't use Streamlabs, as well as my Mix It Up bot. If I do not open these up before I open OBS, then my notifications will not pop properly. So I have to make sure I open up both of these applications before I open OBS. And then once they are both open, I can minimize them and just open OBS up. And then it does usually give me a little bit of a notification because it does not like Restream at the moment, but I do use Restream to multi-stream. And this is all my setup looks like. So I have all of my different scenes over here, and I do technically have different themes, so I can go through my scene collection, and I've got my customs, my Mario specific, and then I also have Halloween ones. I used to have more, but they kind of disappeared for some reason. So I can click onto things and I can go through. I have my combined chat here, but then I do also usually have a chat pulled up on my phone as well for when this decides to be a problem child. I have my Twitch activity feed, and then I usually pull up my Kick activity feed separately. My scenes, my sources that are on there get listed over here, my audio mixer so that I can control everything. I do technically have transitions set up, but they don't work. And then of course the control panel to be able to move things around. So that's all it looks like when I'm streaming and gaming. I usually like to use the camera that's on my laptop itself, but the past couple streams I've had to use that one because my laptop camera just has not been liking me. And it may partially be because I need to replace my battery. If you happen to notice the red dot on my laptop, it's because my battery went kaput. So I need to go ahead and change my battery in my laptop, but it's ordered, I promise. So yeah, that's a little behind the scenes of what my stream setup looks like. I don't do too much other than what you just saw there. Eventually I do want to upgrade to a real PC and have a PC set up, and then I'll use my laptop for literally just OBS and for streaming off of it, and I'll have a gaming PC, and then hopefully everything will run a little bit smoother that way. But other than that, I just do what I can with what I have, and we go from there. But tell me what you think. Tell me if it's totally lame, and what suggestions you may have on things that I could be doing better or more efficiently. And what do you like about my setup? Bye!